Hi guys, welcome. Today's trading was a quick one. I think I was done in about 30 minutes or so. I was done for the day after reaching 2%. But the first trade for the day was a struggle. I think this was that trade, if I'm not mistaken. So I bought that strong close. And first trade for the day, it just went down. It just ran against me. It dropped very quickly. I opened my stops a bit. I was willing to close at a $300 loss, which is 3% of my account. But I didn't get a close. There was no follow through for this candle that went against me. There was no real follow through that broke the support area I was looking at there. Now, I said earlier that I am not sure yet what I would do about managing trades like this, where end-time price moves against me. I said in, I think, episode 2 that I'm not sure yet what I'm going to do about it. So I got an idea yesterday that when something like this happens, instead of adding to the position almost immediately, I would wait and allow price to either go back to my entry or move against me. But when it gets to a low volume node on the volume profile, that is where I would then add to the position, looking to exit at break even for both trades, because the volume profile, the low nodes on the volume profile, has a decent amount of probability when it comes to trades, reversing when it gets to that area. So maybe I should be using that as the place where I add to positions to get out of them. But yeah, I managed to get out of this one eventually, and I think it took a few minutes before I got my next entry. Now, at this point, when I managed to get out of this one, I was a bit dazed about the direction, I was trading in. So obviously I had taken a buy, so that was the bias I came in with. But I was looking at the reaction of price at this low volume node of the volume profile on the top side. I was looking at price thinking, is it possible price is reacting to that, and that is the current sentiment, and maybe I should be changing my sentiment? I was thinking about that, but then I considered the fact that the same thing had happened at the bottom part of the volume profile earlier, around between 1445 and 1500. Same thing happened there, and I could look at it and think, this is the current sentiment that is driving the market. And until price comes down to break this area where it happened, between 1445 and 1500, Until price drops and breaks this area, then possibly that sentiment is still holding. So I decided to look at it that way instead. And that allowed me to hold my buy sentiment with confidence. So arriving at that resolution, I kept looking for buys. But I had to take a minute to make that decision. When I decided, that was when I moved. That was when I went to look for my resistance and support line to position it where I believed was right. So now I kept looking for buys. I think all my trades today were long trades. So I got a move below the low of this small bull candle, this doji bull candle. I got a move below its low, and I bought that move. It was a very quick win. Price jumped immediately. I entered almost immediately. So I got out of that one for a win. Price made another move below the low of this other candle that gave me a win, and I entered another buy. This one, I was trying to get out since price closed against me. I was trying to get out for a break even, but I did make a decent profit on that one because price returned very quickly. So I got a move below this bull candle's low. I wanted it to move down a bit more before buying, but that did not really happen until about the close of the candle. So I was buying around the close of the bear candle, instead of buying earlier. I was waiting for it to drop down some more. And so I bought here, and that made me hold. Ordinarily, if I had bought earlier and closed against me like that, I probably would have been looking to exit. But since I bought around the close of the bear candle, I was looking to then hold for at least the close of this other candle. And that worked out well. It gave me a win. So price here moved again below this bull candle's low. And I bought that low. But that low closed against me, so I think I was looking to exit this one for a break even. Price was messing around for a moment around at my entry, but it did come up eventually, and so I closed for a break even. Actually made some profit there, about half I think about 2.5 points. And then this trade, I think price went below this big candle, this big bull candle, and I bought the low. Not sure how this one turned out, if I won this trade. Let me see. So it closed against me and I was looking to exit at break even. Price returned and I exited at break even. I bought the low of this small bull candle. I bought the low. Part of me regretted it just because the candle was really small. I felt like I should have waited for price to go down some more before buying, just because of the way that candle looks. So it closed against me, price closed against me, and I was looking to exit for a break even. And yes, I did get that move back to the upside pretty quickly. And so I exited out of that position for a break even. I got another move to the low of this bull candle. Price was breaking that low, and so I bought the low, and that was a win. So that was the last trade for today. I was wondering if I took another one. So that was the last trade for today. I think altogether I took about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think about 8 trades, because I don't remember adding to any of my positions today. I think about 8 trades. I stopped because I made about 2% on the account again today, thankfully. So I exited. I exited for the day. I stopped trading for the day. And yes, interesting day, guys, thankfully. And thanks for joining me on today's episode, and I'll see you tomorrow.